Hello and welcome to Barbershop Books Story Time with Alvin Irby. That's me. Today's story is a cool story. I know I always say that, but it is a cool story. Today's story is called Tiger in My Soup. Tiger in my soup? Does this kid have a tiger in his soup? Well, let's take a good look. All right. On the cover of the book, we see a tiger. We also see a kid who has a chair, and it looks like he's trying to protect himself with a belt. Good luck with that. This tiger is huge. And he even has, it looks like a strainer on his head. Do you see it? It looks like one of those things that like you pour spaghetti or some other type of pasta into to drain out the water. He has one on his head. Well, I don't know. Let's see what's going to happen in this story. Oh, look, on the back, he's reading. Kind of just like me right now. Except I'm not sitting kind of on the floor or under the chair. But, all right, let's get into the story. Tiger in my soup. Sounds interesting already. Today, my big sister is in charge of the house, the lunch, and me. So, looks like his big sister is going to have to watch him. And look, I think someone's driving away. Maybe those are his parents. And I see one person standing by the mailbox. That's probably his sister. And look at this cool house. It almost looks like a tree house or something. It's so high up. Do you see how it's kind of on top of a big rock? Yeah, that's kind of cool. All right, let's keep reading. I hold up my book. Will you read to me, I ask. Not now, she says. So, the kid in the story, he wants his sister to read the book to him. But she's like, nah, not right now. Have you ever wanted someone to read a story to you and they said, not right now? Maybe his sister is busy. Look at her face. She kind of looks like she's annoyed or like, you know, like she's just like he's getting on her nerves or something. Is there anything that you beg your parents for? Or maybe even your older brother or sister for? Well, this kid, he seems to be getting on his sister's nerves a little bit. We're going to find out. I look at the pictures by myself. Downside up and upside down, front to back and back to front, with my eyes open and my eyes closed. So he asked his sister to read the book to him, and she said, not right now. And so what did he do? Well, he started looking at the pictures. So even though his sister would not read to him, he still decided, well, he's going to look at all the pictures in the book. And guess what? That's exactly what readers do sometimes. Sometimes when they look at a book, first they just kind of look through at the pictures to kind of see, what is this book about? And then they make a decision. Am I going to read it or not? Well, let's see what happens in the rest of the story. Will you read my book to me? I asked again. It's about tigers. Big, hungry tigers. My sister doesn't answer. I try something else. Oh man, this isn't good. So look, he's acting almost like a tiger next to his sister. And he's like, hey, will you please read with me? And she is not going for it. And then, look at this page. He lifts up her earphones and he screams in her ear, "I'm hungry!" This time she hears me. Oh my goodness. That is not good. He probably hurt her ears from screaming in her ear so loud. And her sister, look at her face. She looks shocked. She's like really surprised because she wasn't expecting him to scream in her ear. Do you think if he screamed in her ear, that's going to make her want to read to him? I'm not so sure about that one. My sister gives me a bowl of soup for lunch. Be careful, she says. It's hot. And look, remember his sister had to serve lunch, and there she is. And if you look closely on the counter, you can see a can of soup. It says soup on it. And it looks like she opened it up and heated it up on the stove. While the soup cools, will you read to me? I beg. Later, she says. So, for those of you who are just tuning in, today we're reading Tiger in My Soup. And it's a story about a little boy who really wants to read a story, and he keeps asking his older sister, "Please read the story, please read the story." And all his sister keeps saying is, "Later, later." But the little boy in the story, he doesn't want to wait till later. He wants to read the story now. But his sister isn't reading it, so he kind of, I guess, has to wait. It looks like she's reading her own story. Everybody in this house seems to be reading all the time. Do you like to read? I love to read because reading can be fun. And even look, there's like a bird who's looking at the older sister. All right. I stir my soup. Something steamy puffs out. A tiger! There's a tiger in my soup! The little kid is like, "Ah!" Look, he's so scared he can't believe it. And if you look closely, there is a tiger in his soup. But how did a tiger get in his soup? Are tigers even that small that they can fit in your soup? I don't even know. But all I know is one thing. The kid is really surprised. He was not expecting a tiger in his soup. What would you do if you were eating soup and then there was a tiger in your soup? I would probably like run away, like run out of the room, or I don't know, knock the bowl over. I would be scared if I saw a tiger in my soup. I drop my spoon. I glance at my sister. Help! Grrr. My sister grumbles. She hands me a clean spoon. The tiger looks mad. And look, I wonder, was it the sister who growled or was it the tiger? Maybe the sister likes to make a tiger sound sometimes. But look at this tiger and look at the little boy staring at the tiger. Would you want to sit in the chair and eat your soup if you saw a tiger? And look, the tiger is next to the soup. It's almost like the tiger is guarding the soup. That would be super duper scary. Like a real tiger next to your soup. I don't think if there was a tiger in my soup, I don't think I would be eating soup that day. I might have to eat something different. I have to protect myself. Oh man. So he stabs at it with a spoon. Some tiger spit lands on my face. Ew! Tiger spit? Can you imagine how gross that would be? For those of you who are just tuning in to Barbershop Books Storytime, we're reading Tiger in My Soup. And And it's a story about a little boy who's eating some soup, and then all of a sudden, there's just a tiger in his soup out of nowhere. And we just learned that he got tiger spit on his face. Ew, that's so gross. And look, here's the tiger. The tiger is coming closer and closer. But the little boy is sitting on the chair and he's fighting off the tiger with a spoon. Oh man, this is one scary looking tiger. This means war. And look, it looks like the little boy and the tiger, they're fighting. And the little boy is fighting the tiger off. Do you see all the different things that he's doing? Who do you think would win in a fight? A tiger or the little boy? Tigers are like, I don't know, like 1,000 pounds or like 2,000 pounds. I don't know. If I saw a tiger, I would just probably run or walk away really, really slowly. Because I think if you see a huge tiger, you're not supposed to move really quick. You have to move slowly. I launch a missile at the tiger. Whoa, he launches a missile? Right on target. I wonder what he threw. Look, do you see the little boy at the bottom? He has a mirror, and he's looking in the mirror to figure out how he should toss whatever he threw. It looks like maybe it was a cracker or something. Do you see that he was looking in the mirror and he can kind of see the tiger's reflection right here? Well, he tosses it up in the air. And I wonder where it lands. He says that it lands right on target. That means it lands exactly where he wants it to. And then he said, where did it go? He's looking up over the table with his new spoon, and he has some pepper. This is a pepper grinder right here. You can do like this, and pepper will come out. You have to be careful though, because if you get pepper in your nose, it will make you go, achoo! Oh, pepper will definitely make you sneeze. All right, well, let's find out where the tiger went, because on this page, it looks like the tiger just disappeared. The little boy is looking up over the table really slowly, because he's looking to see if there's still a tiger. My sister looks up from her book. Why'd you let your soup get cold? She asked. Here, I'll warm it up. Look out for the tiger. It's too late. The tiger muffled, roared, rumbles from inside the microwave. Ah! How did the tiger get in the microwave? Oh, I guess the tiger was in the soup? I don't know. Well, here's the little boy, and there's his older sister. And she said, why'd you let your soup get cold? Why do you think the little boy's soup got cold? I think it got cold because every time he looked at his soup, he saw a tiger in it. So would you eat the soup with a tiger in it? I don't think so. So he didn't eat his soup because he saw a tiger, and then after a long time, the soup just got cold. And when his sister put it in the microwave, he started hearing, I guess, tiger microwave sounds? Well, this is a very interesting story because usually in real life, there aren't tigers in your soup. So maybe this story asks us to use our imaginations. Some stories ask you to use your imaginations. Hide! I yell, it's a big, hungry tiger! Oh! And look, here is the little boy. And here is his older sister. And just above him is the tiger. But his sister, it doesn't even look like she notices the tiger. That makes me wonder, is this tiger in the boy's imagination? Or is the tiger in real life? If that was really a tiger, like running around in the kitchen, I think his older sister would probably look at least a little scared, but she doesn't even look scared. That makes me think that maybe in this story, the tiger is in the boy's imagination. Okay, my sister sighs. Where's your book? Oh, now she's going to read the book. And look at his soup. Do you see something sticking out of his soup? I see a tiger tail. Oh my goodness. Would you eat soup with a tiger tail sticking out of it? I don't think I would eat soup with a tiger tail sticking out of it. But is there really a tiger tail in his soup? Or is it the little boy's imagination? He really loves tigers. And remember, he was reading and looking at every picture in his tiger story. But he didn't know how to read the words. So he kept begging and begging his sister, please, 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 please read the story to me. Please, please, please read the story. And eventually, she started to read. I hand it to her and she begins to read. And look, here's a picture of his sister starting to read the story. No, no, I say, you have to roar like a tiger. Do you think his older sister is going to want to roar like a tiger? I don't know. But it can be kind of fun to roar like a tiger. What do you think? While the little boy is eating his soup, he wants his sisters to roar. Do you want to try to roar like a tiger with me? Okay, let's try it. I'm going to count to 3. And when I count to 3, I want you to roar as loud as you can, just like a tiger. Unless someone in your house needs you to be nice and quiet because maybe they're studying or they're working. So maybe you have to whisper like a tiger. But if no one's around, you can roar as loud as you can. So on 3, are you ready? Okay. 1, 2, 3. Roar! I guess my tiger roar was okay. All right, let's keep reading and find out what happens to this story. Grrr! And that's exactly what his sister did. She roared like a tiger. And look, in the picture. Do you see a tiger? Man, his sister must have had a really good roar. And it says in the story, grrr! Just like the sound of a roaring tiger. I eat my soup and keep one eye on my sister. I wonder where the tiger will show up next. And look, there's a little boy eating his soup. And that's the end. Well, this was a really funny story to me because tigers don't really appear in your soup. So this little kid has a really great imagination. For those of you who are just tuning in, we just finished up today's story. For Barbershop Books Storytime, it's called Tiger in My Soup. And today's story was about a kid who kept seeing a tiger in his soup. And he kept begging his older sister to please, please, please read to him a story about tigers. Well, thank you so much for listening to Barbershop Books Storytime. If you want to learn more information about Barbershop Books or to donate, you can visit our website at barbershopbooks.org. We'd also love for you to connect with us on social media. It's super easy. You can just search for @Barbershop Books. Well, until next time, bye.